Tonight on KSL Outdoors.
How's it going?
We're back in Alaska with Gone Fishin Lodge, and this time it's all about the river.
That's probably what, 20 plus?
We're catching rainbows, dolly varden, and big silver salmon next up on KSL Outdoors.
KSL Outdoors with Adam Eakle is brought to you by your local Ford stores.
Welcome to KSL Outdoors and welcome back to Alaska. I'm Adam Eakle. You know, last week we showed you some of the great fishing that South Central Alaska has to offer. You know, but we're staying at the Gone Fishin Lodge, which is right alongside the Kenai River, and that's where today's adventure begins.
This place is amazing. The fish here are incredible. Just the vastness of the place is incredible. It's so untouched almost by anybody. If you go on this side of the river, there is nothing until the ocean. There's 3 million acres over there of no roads, just wilderness.
The Upper Kenai River is infamous for its huge sockeye run. Today is the last day of the sockeye season, but salmon is not our target today.
There he is.
Get him? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, got him?
A little better fish.
Nice dolly.
Yeah, nice dolly. Hey, fish on. Oh, he's behind the boat.
It's kind of unique. It's fly fishing. We're doing a little bit on the drift boats as we're drifting down. We're doing some bank fishing.
Ooh, that's a good one. How's it going?
But it's just one of the trips that we do when people come up here that we offer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a big boat. Put your rod down to the right. Still.
It is a big river. And with big rivers, you get big fish. And we have epic king runs, and the trout follow the salmon up. And the sockeye, they are the cornerstone of this whole system. Without the sockeye, we wouldn't have the bears, we wouldn't have the trout, we wouldn't have the birds, the bugs, a lot of vegetation along the river. I mean, they feed everything.
Oh, it is a big rainbow. Oh, nice.
Take a look at that beautiful boat. What do you think? 19 inches? Maybe a little better? 20?
20, 21, I would say.
Oh, you know, a lot of people come here to catch a lot of salmon, a lot of halibut to take home. I came here for that. That's cool. Nice catch.
That's right. Catch and release is the way to go, especially here on the Kenai River.
Look at all the spots on the gill plate. Boy, they're pretty fish here. There he is. Coming at you. That's a good fish. He's stripping line.
Okay, with a really big fish, you want all that line in the water. Put the rod tip down. That fish comes right at you. You're gonna have nothing but slack. That could be a big sockeye. And with these sockeyes, if you pull them in nice and slow, sometimes they come right in. Until he sees the net, of course.
Yeah.
And then he's gone.
Then she's gone to the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Like that.
There you go, he's off.
It's a big sockeye, and we couldn't get it in with a 6-weight, so we decided just to line it and let her go. So it's a lot of fun still. Great. The tug is the drug, right?
The Upper Kenai is known for shoulder-to-shoulder combat fishing, if you will, during the sockeye run. Today, however, we're sharing the river with just a few other boats. The scenery, the company, and the fishing is fantastic.
Above my head?
That's a good fish.
Oh my God.
That's a great fish.
Let's go to shore.
We've had today.
Yeah, I think he's a good dolly.
Chad has been an awesome guide, teaching us new techniques and keeping us in a great line to get us into fish. And this is by far the biggest fish of the trip.
Nice net job.
That's a nice fish. See these pink dots?
Yeah.
The closer they get to spawning, the more pink they get, the more orange the belly gets.
That is my trophy of the trip.
That's a beautiful fish.
Yeah, that's the biggest I'll ever catch. Well, a lot of people come up here to catch a lot of fish to take home. This is a beautiful fish for me. Just take a picture, put back. How cool is that?
It's really cool.
22
and plus
inch
it gets to live too.
Yeah, 22-inch dolly varden. Yeah. That's a beautiful fish. Something we don't get to see back home. This is why you come up to the Gone Fishin Lodge. Hey, we'll have more here in a moment, but first, Time now for tonight's climate quiz question.
Dolly varden are found throughout Arctic and subarctic regions worldwide in Alaska. There are two forms of dolly varden. The northern form dolly varden can attain a much larger size, up to 27 pounds, much larger than the southern form fish. Dolly varden spawn and usually live in streams and rivers and may migrate to and from the ocean. But unlike salmon, dolly varden do not die after spawning and may spawn several times throughout their life. Our climate quiz question tonight is the dolly varden considered a char or a trout? Now, once you find the answer, log on to our KSL Outdoors Facebook page, give us the correct answer, and while you're at it, give us a like. We'll then randomly select and announce a winner on our Facebook page the following week. The winner's set to walk away with a Climate Static V sleeping pad. Climate, comfortable, rugged, and lightweight. KSL Outdoors will be right back to the Kenai Peninsula.
KSL Outdoors is also brought to you by Fish Tech Outfitters, Utah State Parks, Burt Brothers, Sportsman's Warehouse, Evanston, Wyoming, Climate, Intermountain Wind and Solar, and Camp Chef.
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. Back here in Alaska, I'm Adam Eakle. You know, last week we showed you Big River Lake. We went out with Talon Air Service, caught some beautiful silvers. Today, we're headed out on the river.
No doubt, some of the best fishing in Alaska is found only by float plane. Up here, you find untouched, pristine wilderness with fishing, sightseeing, and wildlife. We end up landing on this small slough adjacent to the river.
We flew out here to the Kuskatan River. It's on the west side of the Cook Inlet. We're going to take these jet boats upriver and we're going to try to catch some silver salmon today. Here we go. Should be good. Weather's overcast, and that's great for silver fishing.
The river has been at flood stage for almost 2 weeks. We finally have a break in the weather. The river has come down, and Ralph thinks we just might catch some silvers headed up to spawn.
But we're going to be fishing kind of like trout, where we're going to get a little bite where it's going to kind of go tap, 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 and then once you get the tap, tap, it's kind of your wake up, just like trout fishing in Utah. And when they take it down again, you set that hook and hold it up, and these fish should come top water. It's silver salmon, great sport fish. So I hope we have a great day.
All right, what are we using? Show us what we're using here.
Okay, what we have here, this is salmon eggs. It's their own salmon eggs cured. We call it roe. We're going to stick some of this on the lines. We're going to fish for that. It puts off a cloud of scent, and it's pretty effective up here. So let's get rolling here.
Well, here goes nothing.
Ralph has brought his better half to keep him in line and to show us how to fish.
There you go. Fish on now. Easy, easy. Take your time. Okay. Now you got your rod tip way up, so you got to reel down and you let some slack in it right there. Okay, but you're doing fine.
Oh, jeez. Honey, I'm sorry.
You know, you're excellent at doing this. What's the problem?
Be nice, we're on TV.
There's one. Okay, now we need a netter, please. Dick, we got his line around it, so be careful. There's two sinkers. Keep the sinker in the water. Nice. So that's a silver salmon. That's a big old buck. Fish on. Who's got this one? Here, Dick, you want me to handle it? Yeah, but you better get it. You're missing it.
Oh, they fight. A lot better than Wyoming trout we used to hit. A lot bigger and a lot more fight. That was great.
We lost it.
He works hard. People think he has a dream job and he plays all the time, but
Yeah.
he works hard.
Sorry, guys.
He wants everybody to be happy and catch fish.
That's real important to him.
Nice fish. Okay, easy. Take your time, take your time. Keep the rod tip bent, Jim. I'm trying, I'm trying.
Oh man, you just swam in the net. I couldn't do anything else. Tipped it twice and then grabbed it. Was that fun? It was excellent.
There you get. Okay, nice. Easy, easy.
It's pretty little.
Oh, it's a silver. What do you mean it's little? Holy mackerel. I like those little fish, baby. Okay, easy. Keep that sinker in the water. I'm telling you.
Get him! Woohoo! Finally!
Good job. It's a nice hand. Good job.
Here's your dinner, honey. Dinner's on me.
It's not very often you get to come out and fish.
No, it's not. About once a year. But once a year when somebody calls in sick, then I get to.
Then you get the call, and it's a good thing we brought you today.
It's a good thing you brought me because look what I got. Dinner. I'm bringing home dinner.
Brought the A-team. Hey, don't forget when you come to the International Sportsman's Expo, you can see Ralph there. Come up and enjoy it as well. Hey, speaking of going back home, let's see how the guys down at Fish Tech are doing for tonight's Fish Tech Fish Report.
Fly fishing success in Alaska can sometimes be just getting your fly to the right depth. Hi, I'm Mickey Anderson from Fish Tech with this week's Alaska Fishing Report. You've got to get your fly down. The easiest way to do it is with a sink tip line. This line will float on the back so you can still mend it, but the tip will sink and drag your fly down. That's the easiest to cast because you can use a non-weighted fly like this and hold it at about any depth. Now, if you don't have a sink tip line, you can make one out of your floating line. Most of the current fly lines have a welded loop in the end, and if yours doesn't have it, we can put one in there for you. Now with this loop, we can put on a sink tip leader. These will vary depending on the type of depth or speed that you have to get it down to. Then you can use the same type of fly that's going to be a little easier to cast. If you only have a floating line and you don't want to use these sink tips, you can use a long leader and tip it, and then split shot to drag it down. You can also use heavily weighted flies that'll sink it down really quick. That's the hardest system to cast, but if that's your only choice, it'll get you down. Now rainbow fishing is just like nymph fishing around here. You're going to use the long leaders, split shot, and a strike indicator, and you're going to dead drift, flesh flies, and eggs. Hey, for these Alaska tips and a whole lot more, come on down to Fish Tech and we'll help you out. And now for tonight's fishing line.
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. Well, yesterday we had a rainy day and we were fishing for silvers on the Kuskatan River. Today, we've moved back to the Kenai and we're back after some more silvers.
14 miles from where the Kenai terminates in the ocean is where we find ourselves today. We're fishing with Kyle Hall, a Kenai fishing guide with 26 years of experience on the river.
Sometimes it takes a little while. They'll just come up and they'll just sit there and munch on the eggs, you know, but just let them eat it. If you let them eat it, they'll reward you.
Nice. There it is. Looks like a good hit too. There's a fish. Doubled up. Wow. Taking her on.
The Kenai is loaded with thousands of pink salmon, but pink salmon don't run every year. They are only found on the Kenai on even-numbered years.
This year's class of pinks that have come into the river are the biggest class I've seen in at least 14 years.
I've caught many a humpy in my life, but never one with a back like that. Kyle says that is one big donkey. What a fight though here on the Kenai River.
Today we've caught some fish on plugs, and then we've been doing some back bouncing. But you can catch them on spinners, you can catch them on flies, you can catch them on bobber and eggs, bobber and jigs.
There he is.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa!
There's a tank. Nice. Oh my gosh. Look at that run. He just went out in the middle of the current and said, see ya.
Reel down, reel down, reel down, and give me just a nice slow lift, Adam. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up.
Nice. Yeah. Just like we like them. Nice and fresh. Nice fish.
The best thing about the Gone Fishin Lodge is the variety. There's just no doubt that there's no other place in Alaska, any other area, that you can go and act and invariably do something different every day of the week.
Pretty good fish, Kent?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Reel down, swing, keep sweeping it low, upstream. Now give me a lift straight up. Let's see. Oh.
like.
Nice. The Kenai Peninsula here, it's just a great area. Lots of great people around here. There's $1 million views everywhere you look, it seems like. Very special river.
You know, we didn't catch a lot of fish, but a lot of times it's the company you're with and got a new friend. And you showed us yesterday how to fish.
Yeah, there you go.
But today we turned the tables a little bit. Still nice fish, nice time. A lot to do when you come up with the Gone Fishin Lodge. Hey, we'll have more here coming up in a moment, but first, down a different trail in tonight's Utah Field Guide. Hey, for tonight's Utah Field Guide, we want to tell you something that's been around for about 1.5 years, 2 years. It's the Pro Membership Sweepstakes with Sportsman's News. And Kent, what is that?
You know, we had this brainchild a couple years ago to get people a chance for a trip of a lifetime, fishing, hunting trips, gear packages, you name it. And boy, we've had some great popularity with this. We've got about 550 members now. So, boy, your odds are great. Pretty inexpensive, $27 a month to be a member. And every 10 days, year round, we give away a hunting or fishing trip of a lifetime, gear packages from Sitka, Browning, Outdoor Edge, you name it.
What kind of trips are you talking about?
Boy, we just gave away last week a $50,000 desert bighorn sheep hunt in Sonora, Mexico.
Where do people find out more information about it?
You can go to our website at www.sportsmansnews.com or promembershipsweepstakes.com and check us out. You can also pick up the paper at any Sportsman's Warehouse at the front door. Sportsman's News, now we've been doing it for 12 years exclusively for Sportsman's Warehouse.
Can I sign up?
You bet. It's open to anybody, even employees at Sportsman's Warehouse.
Very cool. I'd like to go back to Mexico.
That's right.
Hey, let's head back home now for tonight's recreation forecast. Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle, back here in Alaska on the banks of the Kenai River. Hey, don't forget, if you're looking for some ideas to get your family into the outdoors, you can always check our outdoors calendar page at ksltv.com. And hey, joining us now is Brooks Hansen with Camp Chef. And Brooks, we brought up my favorite product that Camp Chef makes. It's the Camp Chef pellet grill. Tell me about it.
If we're gonna be fishing in Alaska, we gotta have something to cook with.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, this is the Camp Chef pellet grill. Something that sets ours aside from the competitors is our patented ash clean out. Nobody wants to dig into a greasy pellet grill and vacuum out the burn pot.
Sure.
We've got the patent clean out, pull a hatch, dumps your ash into a cup, you dump it, you're ready to start your next cook.
And we have, look at that.
Smoked salmon 2 ways. This one, low and slow, more like jerky. We're gonna take it out on the river with us tomorrow. This is some fresh sockeye that we caught yesterday. And what we're gonna do with that, high heat, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of seasoning, some lime, we're gonna bake that one.
And remember, you have a chance to win a pellet grill from Camp Chef by winning our weekly contest and then our quarterly Facebook contest. So without further ado, here it is, our snapshot of the week. We kick it off right back in Alaska at Doc Warner's Fishing Lodge on the Inside Passage. Kurt went to Alaska to celebrate his dad's 80th birthday, and dear old dad ended up landing a 35-pound halibut. Kurt says everyone had a great week. Daniel and his 2 boys, Sam and Ben, have really enjoyed fishing this summer. Dad found a small fishing boat on KSL.com, and the Gonzalez boys have caught some nice fish from that boat. Older son Sam even found some luck tying some line to a stick, and with a night crawler he caught little bluegill out of a local pond. Daniel says, I guess when you've got it, you got it. Kyle and his daughter Jency went out on an early morning drive up Tony Grove. That's where they found this bullwinkle near the lake. Jency got as close as her dad would let her, and Dad snapped this cool shot. Kyle says there is nothing better than experiencing nature with your kids. The Guthrie family was fishing from shore at Sand Hollow without success, so Dad rented a kayak for the kids, and wouldn't you know it, his 15-year-old fishing-crazed son Brody ended up catching this great bucket mouth off that kayak. Dad says he has 3 boys who were truly into fishing this summer. And finally, our winner tonight took his first trip to Alaska and came home with some fillets and some great memories. Kim and a bunch of neighbors from North Salt Lake were fishing the Kenai and had a great trip. This was their best day, as 5 fishermen caught a total of 27 sockeye. Well, congrats, Kim, on your fishing trip and your freezer full of fillets. And now you have something to cook them up on as you just hauled in our snapshot of the week. Remember, submit your pictures or video plus an explanation of your latest outdoor adventures online at ksltv.com. The winner each week wins a commemorative 100th anniversary National Parks cast iron Dutch oven and skillet. And now the winner is also entered into our Ford Trucks quarterly Facebook giveaway for a Camp Chef pellet grill.
If you're gonna smoke, grill, or bake, the Camp Chef Smoke Pro's got you covered. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors.
Well, that was a lot of fun, Ralph. I mean, last week we got to go on the ocean. I almost threw up. And this week we were on the river. That was a good time. I mean, the Kenai, and say it again, Kuskatan?
Kuskatan River,
yeah. Fly out, that was a lot of fun, but this was my favorite.
This is a lot of fun, real easy going, nice trip, beautiful scenery.
That is. Hey, and one more time with your website if people want to come out here next summer?
Just check us out on Gone Fishin Lodge, no G on the fishing, gonefishinlodge.com, and they can get all the information they need.
Okay, and of course you can see right up on Sportsman's News or see you at the International Sportsman's Expo.
Exactly, we'll be there.
Good deal. Hey, I'm Adam Eakle. For all of us here along the Kenai, reminding you, get out with your family, your friends, and make some memories outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.